It's very fluid. I think, I'm always on the edge of my seat waiting for the next tweet to find out what is actually going to happen from a tariff side. But, what we've definitely seen this time around, at least from the Chinese side, is they're more prepared than they were in 2018 when we saw the last.
Can we all be more prepared for Trump 2.0?
Well, okay, that's a whole other different story. But certainly the Chinese have been stockpiling on the soybean side. Right. They have increased or augmented their relationship with Brazil. So Brazil is now the largest soybean exporter, and China has definitely been developing those relationships more and more. So they don't have to rely as much on U.S. agriculture.
That's a really stupid technical question, and our viewers are going to just say what an idiot I am. Where does the soya from Brazil and the States come? Does it go through the Panama Canal, or is it straight shipped to the West Coast?
No, it usually goes through the Panama Canal.
Okay, I just wondered. Yeah. I was just thinking in my head, where would it go through logistically? Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously that has now fixed itself, right? I mean, early in the year we had. You want to talk about geopolitical issues, but we had no ships.
I spoke to the MD of the canal, and I was at, of all places, a conference in Rotterdam, and it was like, geez, this is terrible.
Yeah, we were just talking about this the other day. I mean, things are normalized now, but I think the maximum, tariff that we had to pay to transit was somewhere around $1.7 million, and that was for one transit at one point earlier in the year. But again, all of that has righted itself with rainfall and water levels.
So how are we thinking about the tariffs, at least when it comes to the north and southern border, Canada and Mexico? The tariffs that Trump is talking about, whether it's just negotiating tactic or not, we've seen a lot of nearshoring. Does that impact your world?
It doesn't. Again, it's not so much about the Canada and Mexico. It really has to do with what he decides to do on the Chinese front, and then what the Chinese decide to do to retaliate. And U.S. agricultural products are an easy target to unfortunately go after. The playbook it's almost there, right? Because we saw this in 2018. Where the Chinese put large tariffs and really just stopped importing soybean and corn from the U.S., focused on Brazil. For our business, it was actually slightly better because it's a longer trade route, so longer ton miles.
Goes somewhere, right? And
go to the so shipping always finds a way, right? These goods have to move. There is demand, and demand continues to grow. So shipping does find a way to ultimately move these products around the world.
Short, medium, long term here. So there are different destinations than the shipping for some of these big product items. What does that mean in terms of prices? Because you need to react if there's a tariff that comes into force, you need to change shipping lines. Does that mean prices go up immediately before they fall?
I think they will definitely be passed on to the U.S. consumer, particularly when we're talking about semi-finished or finished goods that are containerized cargo. What's been interesting, though, again, just going back to the U.S. agricultural front, we've actually seen prices come down because the Chinese, again, already through 9 months of this year, have imported 13% less soybeans.